Tilly the tiny turtle. Tilly was the smallest turtle in the big, wide lagoon. Her shell was speckled with soft green spots, and her feet were hardly bigger than sunflower seeds. While other turtles splashed and played tag in the deep water, Tilly would sit quietly near the edge, watching. She wanted to join them, but whenever she tried, they would zoom right past her. "You're too slow," Tilly called Toby the tall turtle. "We'll have to wait all day for you," said Tina, flipping her flippers with a laugh. Tilly's cheeks warmed under her shell. She wasn't fast like the others. She wasn't loud, or sporty, or bold. She liked watching clouds, collecting shiny pebbles, and listening to the wind ripple across the water. "Why don't they like me?" she whispered to herself one afternoon, curling beneath a lily pad. Her grandmother, Grandma Shelby, swam over and gently patted her back. "They just don't know you yet, sweetheart," she said kindly. "Sometimes the quietest turtles have the biggest hearts." But it didn't feel that way to Tilly. Every time she tried to play with the others, they rolled their eyes or swam away before she could catch up. One day, while the other turtles were racing down the river, Tilly wandered through the reeds and into the quiet marsh. She liked how the dragonflies danced and how the mud squished between her toes. As she passed a mossy rock, she heard a soft sniffle. "Hello," she called gently. No one answered. She peeked behind a fern and saw a small animal curled up, trembling. It was a baby otter, muddy, soaked, and sniffling into its paws. "Are you okay?" Tilly asked softly, not wanting to scare it. The baby otter looked up. "I got lost," it hiccuped. "I was playing with my brothers and sisters, but I swam too far, and now I don't know the way home." Tilly felt a flutter in her heart. "Don't worry," she said. "I'll help you. What's your name?" "Milo." "Well, Milo," said Tilly, standing a little taller, "you're not alone anymore." Tilly didn't waste time. She helped Milo climb onto her back and began walking back through the reeds, away from the marsh. It was hard work. The mud sucked at her feet, and every few steps she had to rest. But she didn't complain. Milo needed her. Along the way, they passed squirrels gathering berries and frogs croaking in the sun. "Hello," Tilly called politely to each of them. "Have you seen any otters pass by?" At first, no one had. But then an old heron pointed her long beak toward the river. "I saw a group of otters heading that way earlier this morning," she said. Tilly's heart soared. "We're close," she told Milo. By the time they reached the river, the sun was beginning to dip behind the trees. Tilly's legs ached and her shell was muddy, but she pressed on. Then she heard it splashing, laughing, and squealing up ahead. "Do you hear that?" asked Milo, sitting up. They followed the sound, and there, by a big flat rock, was a group of otters. A mother otter was pacing back and forth, calling out. "Milo!" she cried. "Milo! Mama!" shouted Milo, hopping off Tilly's back. The two hugged tightly, both in tears. Tilly smiled so wide her cheeks hurt. Just then, she heard giggling behind her. She turned around. It was Toby and Tina, the fast turtles. "What are you doing way out here, Tilly?" Toby asked. "Looking for another pebble?" But Tina stared at the otters. "Wait, did you find that baby otter and bring him back?" Tilly nodded. "He was lost in the marsh." Toby blinked. "That's really brave. And kind," added Tina. "I don't think I could have done that." For the first time ever, The two turtles didn't laugh or tease. Want to come play with us later? Toby asked. We can go slower, Tina said with a smile. Tilly felt a warm glow inside. She nodded. I'd like that. That evening, as fireflies blinked above the water and the stars twinkled in the sky, Tilly sat beside her grandmother and watched the turtles splash and spin in the moonlight. You were right, Grandma, she said. Sometimes the quietest turtles do have the biggest hearts. Grandma Shelby smiled. You're not just quiet, Tilly. You're kind, brave, and one of a kind. Tilly's heart swelled. She didn't need to be the fastest or the loudest. She just had to be herself. And that was more than enough.